Hey everybody, middle guy back again. And ICE, baby. The ICE raids have begun. They're hunting down these illegal criminals, scooping them up, and getting them the hell out of our country. This is amazing. I want to react to these two videos here because this is awesome. I'm so happy that Trump is doing exactly what he said he was going to do. Unlike, all our other elected officials. And I think that's why the left's having such meltdowns over this, is because they can't actually understand someone following through with what they said. So let's go to this first interview here about the ICE raids from courtesy of Fox News.
And ICE is making nearly 500 arrests in the span of just 33 hours.
500 arrests in 33 hours. Think about that. They picked up over 500 violent criminal offenders in 33 hours. Okay, well, I won't say all of them were violent offenders, but a lot of them were violent offenders. 33 hours. Imagine what's going to get done in 6 months, a year.
The New York Post cover, the Iceman cometh. President Trump also signing more executive orders, including one designed to block illegal crossings. And he told Sean Hannity that Joe Biden's failed policies forced him to take swift action.
He's absolutely right. This is directly because Biden gave no shits and just let everybody come in and flood the country. He said during the debates, I would encourage everybody to surge the border. I mean, who doesn't remember that? The left wants to ignore that like that never happened. It's on video. It happened. He's the direct cause of this. He allowed all these criminals into our country because he doesn't give a shit and he hates America. And he wanted to create chaos.
Why would somebody say that open borders are good, where jails and mental institutions from other countries and gang members right off the streets of the toughest cities in the world are being brought to the United States of America and emptied out into our country? Why would anybody that even likes, you don't have to love our country, you have to like it. Why would anybody that likes our country, the Democrats, allow that to happen? And even now, I watch them on television, they're trying to justify it. You can't justify it.
There's no way to justify
So
that.
those
It's ridiculous and disgusting to try to justify that.
ICE raids taking place in many parts of the country, including the sanctuary city of Boston.
Good.
That's where Bill Maloogian
Sanctuary cities are breaking federal law.
went on an exclusive right along with ICE, and Bill joins us now to tell us what he found and what he saw. Bill, good morning.
Bill, good morning to you as well. In the early days of this new Trump administration, ICE officials tell me they're taking what they call a worst first approach, meaning they're going to target the worst of the worst criminal alien offenders first. Well, we were given exclusive access to join the elite ICE team right here in Boston as they go into sanctuary jurisdictions and enforce immigration law.
I'm so glad they're going into sanctuary places first. That's amazing. Take it to those idiots.
Good morning, everyone.
It's a frigid 5 degrees in the pre-dawn hours just outside of Boston, where this team of elite ICE officers is briefing on their targets for the day.
We're going to be targeting some extremely violent offenders today.
Within moments, the officers are on the move, with eyes on their first target.
Looks like we got movement, target vehicle coming out.
They quickly take him into custody. He's an MS-13 gang member wanted in El Salvador for aggravated murder.
Oh, wow, a murderer. That's weird.
And he has an Interpol red notice out for his arrest.
Oh,
We
cool.
are targeting very violent threats to our community.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti.
Who's this guy telling people what he is and isn't doing? No, you're going back, motherfucker. I don't know what to tell you.
ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Oh, only 17. It's all good.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
There you go right there. That tells you all you need to know from the horse's mouth. Who directly caused this? Obama and Biden. That needs to be in every single Republican's campaign ads. Right there. Especially for the border towns. Because that's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Thanks, Biden. Thanks, fucking Obama.
ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets, including this illegal alien from Brazil who has an Interpol red notice for armed robbery. This Salvadoran illegal alien charged locally with rape and released by a sanctuary jurisdiction.
Why would you release a rapist? Someone charged with rape, why would you release them, especially them being illegal? You have no way of tracking them or know where they're going or what they're doing. That is disgusting. They need to arrest the mayor there. They need to arrest that stupid bitch because she's an idiot and she's causing this. You're putting dangerous people back into your community. Why would you do that? That's insane.
And this Dominican illegal alien charged with assault with a deadly weapon and heroin trafficking.
Oh, cool.
Officers also arrested.
He's probably just trying to feed his family or something.
This Guatemalan MS-13 gang member facing gun charges. ICE says he was released from local custody just the day before. Their detainer request was ignored because of sanctuary policies.
And that's disgusting to allow criminals to stay in our country that aren't even supposed to be here in the first place. They have no rights. You entered our country illegally. Get the fuck out.
And in a sign of shifting priorities with the new Trump administration, this man, who was in the same apartment as the target, was also arrested after ICE determined he's also in the U.S. illegally.
Oh well.
This is what ICE calls collateral.
Guess what? You enter the country illegally, you're a criminal. So guess what? You get cuffed and you go too. Who gives a shit? Even though they're not looking for these guys, this is exactly like Tom Homan said what the sanctuary city policies cause. They refuse to hold them in the jails on a detainer for ICE to come pick them up. So they're going to go into the neighborhoods and these people's homes and communities and round them all up. And guess what? If they come across somebody who's just here illegally, who they're not looking for, they're getting cuffed up and getting sent back too. And I couldn't be happier about that. Enough is enough with this bullshit.
So you guys got your main target just now, but you got somebody else. What just happened?
So our main target was released by a sanctuary jurisdiction, not honoring the detainer.
Disgusting.
That person was released back into the community, and when we went to go find him, he's with somebody else who was previously removed from the United States. So he's going to go today too.
And that is exactly
good. Okay, bye.
Exactly what Border Czar Tom Homan has warned would happen.
When we find the bad guy, he's probably with others that are in the United States illegally. They may not be a criminal priority, but we're not walking away from them.
ICE Boston says
birds of a feather flock together.
As they will continue to go into sanctuary jurisdictions and do their job.
Today was a good day. Today we took several significant public safety threats out of our communities. Unfortunately, a lot were released by sanctuary policies, but we're here to tell the Commonwealth and the rest of the country that we're going to find them whether they're released or not.
And guys,
good. Track all these fuckers down and get them the hell out of the country.
Shortly after we finished filming, ICE Boston told us they arrested 2 more targets in other parts of town away from our cameras. One of those targets is a previously deported Honduran illegal alien who was arrested for raping a woman while putting a gun in her mouth. The other target they got is a Haitian man who first flew into the United States.
Cool, that's the kind of people that these fucking leftist lunatics are trying to protect and keep in our country. Rapists and murderers. And they're talking about protecting them to keep the community safe. These people are insane. They're out of their fucking minds.
States in 2023 as part of President Biden's controversial migrant flights mass parole program. Well, they just picked him up yesterday because he's been arrested locally for sexual assault.
Thanks, Biden.
I'll send it back to you.
Bill Melugin, it was fascinating to watch all of that. I was just saying to Bill, this is terrible for Joe Biden and the legacy that he tried to leave behind.
His legacy is a pile of horse shit. It's probably not even that good, honestly.
A question from me, how soon will they actually be leaving the country? Does that take a long time?
It depends what country they're from. If they're from cooperable countries like El Salvador, Guatemala, countries like that, it can be quick. It can be within days or weeks. If it's countries that are harder to deport, countries that don't cooperate with the U.S. as much, it can go into a process of months. But the Trump administration is changing policies with something called expedited removal. The bottom line is people at home don't need to understand all the policies. The Trump administration is just going to work as fast as they can to get all the people you just saw on camera there out of the country as fast as possible. They're also going to use their State Department, now led by Marco Rubio, to put pressure on countries that don't cooperate with the U.S. as much when it comes to those deportations.
And that's exactly why we voted for Trump.
Bill, just two points of clarification here. It seems a lot of these crimes are associated with sex crimes. I'm just looking at the list a bit earlier today. I don't know if that generally is the case or not. And second, if Boston's a sanctuary city, how are they allowed to do this? Because we told there would be resistance.
Yeah, they're not going to resist because they don't want to get perp walked away in cuffs like these illegals are. It's a joke. And they didn't think Trump was really going to do it. And that's how stupid they are and how much they weren't paying attention.
Boston doesn't have to cooperate with ICE, but there's nothing they can do to stop ICE from coming into their city and enforcing the law. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. And that's the point ICE makes to us is, look, they don't have to cooperate with our detainer requests. They don't have to tell our officers when they're releasing somebody from jail. But we're going to do our job.
Which I disagree with. They should have to. And if not, they should be able to charge them federally.
We have our intel guys out in the field. We have people with eyes all over the place, and we're going to snatch those guys. So they can make ICE's job more difficult, longer, and more dangerous, but it's not going to stop ICE from doing the job, guys. The bottom line is ICE says it's safer for everybody involved if locals would just hand these guys over in jail once they're arrested, but they don't. They let them out onto the streets. They don't tell ICE about it, so ICE has to spend a lot of resources gathering intel, finding these guys, and then going out into the community.
Yeah, and that's ridiculous. That costs us more tax dollars. Why aren't they cooperating?
To do arrests, which could be
that's just insane to me, honestly.
Dangerous. You saw that combative Haitian man, and then you saw in the case of that one MS-13 member, his friend got snagged. They weren't even looking for him. They were looking for the MS-13 guy.
Oh well.
They picked him up because a sanctuary jurisdiction released the MS-13 guy. ICE found him and then found the guy who was in the apartment with. They found out he was an illegal alien as well. So now he's going to be deported too.
Wow.
Amazing. Bill.
Great job, ICE. Great job. Let's move to this video here and watch this one. This is warp speed. ICE makes hundreds of migrant arrests in sanctuary cities.
So the Pentagon now deployed 1,500 troops to help secure the U.S.-Mexico border.
And ICE moving at warp speed, arresting hundreds of illegal immigrants accused of serious crimes.
Griff Jenkins is in Washington with more. Hey, Griff.
Hey, good morning, guys. And Angel, you mentioned promises made, promises kept. Well, guess what?
Exactly.
Consequences are being delivered. The crackdown has begun. President Trump could deploy, actually, as many as 10,000 active duty troops to the southern border. And while they may not engage in law enforcement, they will be engaging in protecting our border, including the use of military transport planes for deportation flights. Now, a Marine official telling Fox News this, quote, "Our response will be immediate. We are going in ready to respond. If the cartels shoot at us, we will not stand by. We will be taking whatever equipment we would send if a Marine Expeditionary Unit or MEU were deploying overseas."
Love to hear this too. Just take it to those fuckers hard. Enough is enough.
Now, the 1,500 soldiers and Marines deploying right now represent a 60% increase from the already 2,500 that are there.
Good. We need more.
And it comes as ICE's enforcement and removal officers have been hitting the streets across the country, launching early morning raids targeting some 700,000 criminal illegal aliens that have been roaming free under the Biden-Harris administration, protected in sanctuary cities like Boston. In fact, ICE has racked up more than 460 arrests in the first 33 hours.
Those are such great numbers. That is so awesome.
Since Trump took office, he sat down.
That's more than 10 people an hour. That's amazing work. Keep up the great work, you guys at ICE.
In the Oval Office last night with Hannity for his first interview and had this to say.
You talk Venezuela, that's a big abuser, but these are countries from these are the Congo, countries that you don't even think of, that much more than South America.
He's right.
Now, here's the important note. Countries like Venezuela, where Trinidad Aragua comes from, or Iran, that harbors terrorists, they're recalcitrant countries, guys, meaning they don't currently take their citizens back. But President Trump told me...
Which is ridiculous. Why would you not take your citizens back?
Last month, point blank, in Mar-a-Lago, he said they'll take them back or face economic consequences.
Good.
Guys?
So, Griff...
Hit him where it hurts, right in the pocket. Enough is enough. This is killing us financially as a country. So fuck them. If they don't want to do it, that's fine. Cool. You'll have to deal with the consequences of your actions then. QT time is over with. Trump's not playing.
It sounds like up to 10,000 troops are going to be eventually heading down within the next period of days or weeks to our southern border. The Washington Post has got some juicy details, though. They say that Border Patrol agents are going to block migrants on the grounds that they have passed through countries where communicable diseases are present.
Good. They should. That's their job, is to keep us safe.
They're going to say, you can't come in because you might have something.
Good.
And they're also, even though they're going to try...
Remember during COVID when Biden was pushing the vaccine mandate for everyone, but yet they were letting illegals in? No masks, no vaccine, no COVID tests, nothing? Yeah, because I do.
To claim asylum. Now, under this new executive order that they're apparently working on, only 2 people in the federal government will be able to allow them to be released into the country to asylum seekers. One is Mike Banks, the new chief of Border Patrol, and his deputy. So only 2 people. That means the flow is going to just stop immediately.
Good, as it should. This country is not a goddamn turnstile. You don't get just to come here because you fucking want to. That's not how it works.
It sure will. And what you're talking about we have seen for the past...
I would like you to build this.
It's ridiculous to me, honestly.
Something new.
This is just ridiculous.
Past 4 years, Steve, the notice to appear, where they just release them, particularly when they don't have any place to put them because so many thousands were coming. But ultimately, it is the asylum, the remove in Mexico or migrant protection protocols that has been reinstated, meaning that you have to go back to the country where you just came from, meaning in this case, Mexico, to wait for your asylum to play out. But under...
Good, you don't get to wait here. You wait there. You're out of your country, so you're out of danger. So I don't understand why that's an issue. It shouldn't be a problem. You should be patient and want to wait. If you want to come here that bad, you should wait. You don't automatically just get to fucking waltz in and get all the benefits and rewards that citizens do. They get more than citizens, actually. It's insane.
The Immigration and Nationality Act from 1965, there's a clause, 212F. You're going to hear a lot about that in the coming days because that gives broad authority to simply block and deny anyone from coming across to try and claim asylum.
As we should have the right to do. It's ridiculous. Just because you say you're claiming asylum doesn't mean we need to let you in.
On U.S. soil. And that is really the crux of what the Washington Post and what others are talking about. And if you do indeed bolster and supplement your force with these active duty U.S. military troops, you can stop the gaps in places like California, Arizona, and elsewhere where you don't have the Texas DPS with miles of razor wire and extra forces. You're going to reinforce blocking entry. And so that is going to be something that we're going to...
That's exactly what we need. You ain't coming in. You can fuck off.
See play out in the very near future.
Griff, what about the wall?
What's that?
What about the wall? Has he said anything about starting to build again?
Well, you're already seeing the wall, the states like Texas saying we're ready to start moving right now. And there was already an effort underway to get back some of those wall materials that were being auctioned off.
Ridiculous. Biden auctioning off pieces of the wall for pennies on the dollar. What a moron he is. Just trying to cost taxpayers more money. That's the kind of piece of shit that guy is.
I think we'll probably see the White House or President Trump in the very near future talk about exactly what pieces of wall and where they can put them. It's a very complex problem because it's not like you just build a wall in a line, but you can rest assured that Border Patrol Chief Mike Banks has got his people already looking at the most strategic areas to get wall up as fast as possible.
Good.
Hey, Griff, real quick, your guys that you talk to, what if they say is the big difference this week than previous weeks? Have they already seen a dramatic drop?
It's a great question, and they say they have been taken off the leash, and they are motivated like never before to try and go out. And as one Border Patrol official told me yesterday, consequences are being delivered, and that's what they signed up to do, and they're finally doing it.
And as an American, that's exactly what I want to hear. Consequences for criminal activity.
They are off the leash. A new leash on life. Awesome. Thank you very much, Griff.
Thank you.
All right. So here's President Trump on what was going on prior to him getting into office.
I always say to people, you always like to understand, like in a business deal, you want to understand the other side. Why do they want something, et cetera, et cetera. And you figure it out. And there's usually an answer, almost always. I don't understand. Why does somebody want open borders? Why would anybody that likes our country, the Democrats,
exactly, why would you want open borders?
Allow that to happen? And even now, I watch them on television. They're trying to justify it.
Because they hate America. That's why, Mr. President.
You can't justify it. The only reason it can be is two reasons. You're stupid, and I don't think they're stupid. I think anybody...
They are kind of stupid, though.
...that cheats that much and that well is not stupid.
Good point.
You're either stupid or you hate the country. Those are the only two.
They hate the country. That's blatantly obvious.
Sanctuary states, by definition, or sanctuary cities, they're aiding and abetting in the law breaking.
Absolutely, they are.
Okay, they're going to get federal funds.
Yeah. We're trying to get rid of them. We're trying to end them, and a lot of the people in those communities don't want them. California.
You're damn right. I'm in California. I don't want sanctuary anything. If you're here illegally, you need to go. Well, what the hell do we need to protect these people for? They're criminals. That's stupid.
Here's a big
We just cut off their money.
I might have to do that.
Good. I hope he does cut off federal funding until this shit ends. Enough is enough.
Sometimes that's the only thing you can do.
Exactly.
So that's where the big fight is going to be.
You hit him where it hurts.
The military.
You hit him exactly where it hurts. I'm so ecstatic over this happening, honestly. I'm not even going to lie, because we're so back as Americans. It's America first. Everything else is second. And if you don't like it, then you should probably not be here in America, because there's nothing wrong with loving your country and wanting your country to come first over every other country in the world. And if you don't think that way, then you don't love America. And if you want illegals here, go sponsor a family. Take them into your home then. Sponsor them for citizenship or for a visa. Or shut the fuck up. No one cares what you have to say. Because you're just making it worse by supporting criminal activity. Disgusting. Fucking liberals are disgusting. The whole left Democrat Party is disgusting. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. Give me a follow on X, MiddleGuy7. I'm always up in there blowing up liberals. It's amazing and super easy. So thanks again for watching. God bless. Everybody take care. Thank you.